Hello, can everyone hear me? Oh, is my microphone on? Am I delayed? I think I'm delayed a little bit. Okay, cool. Ooh, hey everyone, how are we doing today? Your chat is just here, so sorry if I keep looking down in this direction. How is everyone doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, afternoon, evening, even here. Good morning. Hello, hello. So I thought today I have got slow mode on, by the way, apparently. I thought today I'm going to answer some of your questions, your makeup questions, your just regular questions. If you have questions, hey everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. How is everyone? Oh, I'm going to have to zoom in to the chat because I cannot read. Ooh. Oh my God, I'm so bad with computers. How's everyone doing? Hi. Hi. I'm good. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Amy. How's everyone doing? So if you have any questions, do let me know. I'll try and get through as many as I can. I'm going to have to be really strict to myself. Last time I did a live, I think it went on for about 2 hours. I'm going to try and just do an hour today and see how I get on. Thank you so much, Nadine. Thank you. Yeah. Anyone got any questions for me? Where do you get all of your rings from? These ones I'm wearing today, these are from the Great Frog, these skulls, and this is the one that Bailey Sarian sent me from her collection. Thank you so much, Harley Quinn. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my God, I thought I had slow mode on. My name is Darcy. Hi, Darcy. I'm a young MUA studying level 2 media makeup. Amazing. What are your best tips for new MUAs? I think when you first start out doing makeup, and it's the same with any other job as well, is not to put pressure on yourself to be at the same level everyone else is. When I first started doing makeup, I was so intent that I'm going to learn how to blend so quickly, and I'll see people doing it. I remember I would see this one person who I used to work with, and I just remember she was blending someone's eyeshadow once, and at the same time she was just looking around, like not really looking. I was like, I want to be able to do that. I want to be that professional that I can do someone's makeup and just have a little look around. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. Don't go crazy with buying makeup either for your kit. Stick to the basics. Stick to what's easy to carry as well for you. I know there's temptation out there to buy everything, to buy all these incredible things that we see posted online, but stick to what you need. Stick to what you know you can carry as well, and what's actually practical for you to clean. And what you're actually going to use as well. Like, I know the temptation to buy like neon everything is also there, but when are you going to use neon, you know? Megan, thank you so much. You're amazing. Tips for very hooded eyelids. With hooded eyes, you have to be, it's all about positioning. So always take your makeup slightly higher up. For example, on me now, if I'm trying to make, if this eye was hooded, I wouldn't start my makeup in my socket here. I'll start it slightly higher up. With hooded eyes, you can think about where you want to go and think about where you want to go and then kind of blend it out. If you look at my playlist, it is helping my subscribers with their makeup. I've actually drawn charts on people's faces with hooded eyes to kind of set out and lay out where the makeup should go. You have to just think a little bit more about what everything's going to look like with your eyes open. So do your makeup ideally with your eyes open. What you want to see, you need to be able to see with your eyes open. Instead of shutting your eyes and opening them, keep it all open and then fill in the gaps. I hope that helped. It's so weird on the lives because I just keep talking and I don't know what to do. This is like my third live or something. Oh, thank you so much. I'm missing super chat. Sorry, everyone. You want more Disney princesses? Thank you. Me too. One day. I'm missing so much. So thank you so much, Quinton. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Let me just, sometimes the chat just takes you right down to the bottom and you've missed everything. How does someone go about collaborating with someone like you? Like message me. And then, yeah, we'll talk about it. I'm very easy to collaborate with. Emily, thank you so much. Hi, now I can finally send money to you for on Coastal Scents products. I have never used Coastal Scents products, but people request for me to do a full face off Coastal Scents, so I think I will. So I will do that. I will buy a whole face and get on that for you. Best lipstick for scars by the lips, please. Thank you so much, Diamond. The best thing to do, really, if you think about what kind of textures suck in light and reflect light, a glossier texture reflects light, therefore bouncing and blurring, like highlighter kind of bounces light off the skin. Matte lipsticks are going to accentuate scars and texture, just like powder on the skin. Matte skin accentuates, you know what I mean, texture and things like that. However, scars, I think I love scars. I think they're such a unique part of someone's face. I know sometimes we can be a little bit self-conscious of them, but don't try and cover it up if you don't have to. But glosses and like satin finishes, something with a bit of shine is going to bounce off light. Justine, oh, thank you so much. I don't know anything about skincare. I'm sorry. A lot of people think I'm my brother James, who does skincare videos. I don't know anything about skincare, so I can't really recommend anything. We had quite troubled skin when we were younger, and we were actually given stuff by a doctor. So I've never had it severely, if that makes sense. Sit and spin. Always charge your work. Former cosmetologist here, 15 years. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yeah, always charge for your work. I used to work for free a lot because I lived in London and I wanted to get my name out there. And I was like, you know, I want to be the best I can. But I mean, you know, we're at a point in time where people are expecting to pay for your work. Where I'm so sorry. I'm losing so many other chats because it just takes me right down to the bottom. Scrolling. Okay, I'm caught up. Here we are. Amanda, thank you so much. Hello, new fan of yours. Thank you for always being such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Chev, hey, is cutting your crease with Vaseline safe? No, well, it's safe. I've seen this video, but it's not very effective. And here's why. Vaseline, anything that has that kind of texture is going to interfere with the rest of your makeup. So yes, it might appear to remove makeup, but remember that Vaseline is called an occlusive layer. It stays on top of the skin. So when you're trying to use makeup around that, it's not going to do very well. Like, have you ever cut your crease with makeup remover? And the makeup remover, even if you remove it, slowly like disperses through your makeup and it gives it this really jagged edge. And so I wouldn't recommend it. Garcia, hi Robert, greetings from Worthing. How to cover well rosacea? Mine is similar to your brother's. I know a lot of people will be like green concealer, but actually yellow is good at covering also. So if you want to cover a little bit more without going too over the top, I always recommend with coverage, whether it's covering blemishes or rosacea or things like that, do your foundation first, then see how much you need to cover, because we don't want to go over the top of coverage. I don't know if you can see on my cheeks here, I always get this redness come through, and that's from sun damage. So it has a similar depth and in color to rosacea. I never use concealer on it just because I'm not that bothered, but I would now go on top with a yellow tone concealer that was the equivalent to my skin tone and undertone, and go from there and then try and cover it up. Yellow is just as good at covering redness as green, so you don't need to go for that green tone and then try and color correct that as well, because it just adds on to your makeup routine and you know, keeps adding and adding and adding. Thank you so much. Love your makeup tips. Please do a vintage makeup tutorial. You're amazing and we'd love to hear you speak in Spanish one of these days. Take care. Thank you so much. I wish I could speak Spanish, and I can't. I know like the smallest amounts, and I've recently been trying to brush up a little bit more on it, but I can't. I'm sorry. I would love to do, but one no. Anya, hey Anya, my question is, have you always hated summer / community, and where has that come from? I'm a total opposite. I have always hated summer. I despise summer. I saw someone wearing shorts the other day here in the UK and I was livid. Yeah, I don't like summer. I get like summer blues, like people get like the winter blues, where it's like, you know, I don't know. I like rain. I like cold. I like snow. I like grey sky. I just think it's really nice. I like being outside at night, not just randomly being outside and it being freezing cold. You know, I like wearing coats. Yeah, I don't know. Just something about it. I just hate it. Stephanie, thank you so much. Please tell me my undertone from my pro. Oh my god, I can't see it. Am I cool or warm? Can never figure it out. Love from Louisville, sorry, sending my paranormal story. Oh, amazing. Listen, with your paranormal story then, maybe send a picture. Don't everyone do this, just Stephanie. because I can't see your profile and I'm scared to click on it in case it disconnects me from the chat. Sorry, I was going to try and find you, but I can't. Oh, I just hit my microphone. Yeah, I can't tell from your picture. I'm so sorry. But if you have trouble with cool and warm, maybe you're neutral and somewhere in between. I know for me in summer, I get extremely red. I get a red undertone. In winter, I go extremely neutral. Like now I'm quite neutral if I was to wear completely... Can everyone hear me still? My camera just completely shut off. Oh no. 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. Bear me 1 second. What happened? No. 1 second, everyone. I cannot believe my camera. Why is it betraying me like this? Right. 1 second, please. Am I back? I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm going to have to get up and do that a few times. I have a new camera, so I'm trying to deal with... it shouldn't be turning off like that, though. That's slightly annoying. Okay, everyone don't panic. I'm sorry, I missed loads of super chats, so I apologize. Yeah, neutral undertone, I was saying. So experiment with mixing your cools and warms. I can't scroll back up, I'm so sorry. Soup for the masses. Thank you so much. Have you tried the crayon case brand yet? Yeah, I absolutely love their the what's it called? I love it so much, I can't remember the name. The eyeshadow palette, the big one, like their original one. I never use it on video though because the mirror is completely smashed. It was my fault. I caught it in a drawer and it just broke. It just completely broke. So I don't want to, like, you know, get glass in my eye or something. Angelica, hi Robert, I already sent a message. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I forgot to say how much I enjoy your content and literally to say hi from North Carolina. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey Jamie, thank you so much. Much love from Tennessee. Just saying hi. We share the hatred for the sun. Yeah. Fee, thank you so much. Your videos have been helping me deal with anxiety so much in lockdown. Do you have any recommendations for makeup brushes not too pricey? Yeah, actually, e.l.f. do some really amazing makeup brushes. The collection that was with Jay Kizza, this one are really nice. Also, I'm trying to see what I have right here. Beauty Bay do some incredible brush sets as well. So if you go to their brush sets, they have some amazing ones. They do like big brush rolls or just smaller kits, but Beauty Bay have some great ones. Jenna, thank you so much. Your Welsh videos making me so happy and laugh so hard. I wait for them every Sunday. Thank you so much. Nikki, thank you. Hi, Robert. Please do your impression of a reaction in the movie during Twilight when... Oh, I can't remember what that was. For anyone who doesn't know, when I went to see Twilight, I hate those films, but I always watch them. Yeah, I am a bit fuzzy, but I can't adjust my camera. Yeah, I went to go see them, and there was this bit where, what's his name? Jacob, the werewolf, took off his shirt, and everybody in the audience like screamed. It was so irritating, so irritating. Right, where are you? Have I caught up yet? Asking for a tutorial on makeup brushes and their use. I keep playing, but haven't been successful. I have one which is eye brushes, so maybe I'll make a face one for you as well. Tracy, thank you. Stephanie, thank you. Love your channel. How to make my thin eyebrows look polished but natural. Yeah, so that's about mixing textures. So not just using one product. You can use a pencil alongside a powder and a pen. I think the best way to do it is to use a pen to do like little strokes, then use a powder, which is almost like your undershadow, if that makes sense. And then you can go in with a pencil to tidy up those outside edges and around the bottom as well. When we're looking at hairs, like on the brows, it's not just one flat texture or one flat color. So if you don't have, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm going to take off this lip gloss. It's so sticky. and it's not helping me talk. If you don't have like very thick brows or you hardly have any brows, don't just draw them on with one product because it looks like one product, you know? So layer it up and layer your colors. Get a darker one, not completely dark, maybe one shade darker than you would usually use. And then mix it up a little bit, add texture and add depth to your brows. Tracy, thank you so much. Asking for tutorial. Oh, I read that already, sorry. Am I caught up? No, that's not it, is it? I guess it is. I'm in a class, but you're more important. Education's important. Oh no, I can't. Hi, Robert. I had a baby recently. My hair keeps falling out. How can I make my eyelashes look fuller without falsies? Really good question. The a powder, an eyeshadow, like a deep brown, just along the lash line with a very fine angle brush is the best way to add almost like a fullness to the lash line. And some mascaras, here's the thing with mascaras that tend to thicken and plump and all this kind of stuff. They tend to group lashes together and actually kind of, if you don't have that many lashes, they're not that beneficial. I would go for a mascara that is comb-like because you know it's going to comb through every single lash that you have and make the most out of those lashes. Don't go for, what's it called? Fibers and things like that, but definitely deepen that socket line, the lash line, and tight line as well. You can put pencil up here on your waterline there as well, and that will just add that depth as well. All these chats just came in. How do I keep powder? Thank you so much, Hillary. How do I keep powder from powder texturizing and set under my eyes? I have tried so many types from NC Mountains too. Oh, come visit us. Oh, I would love to. This is really boring, but less is more with powder under the eye. I know we see baking. Everyone's like, oh, I could never not bake, but it adds so much texture. Your eyes here are so dry, and the lids are opposite. They're so oily. So when we put powder on this eye area, we suffocate the area of moisture. That's what powder does. It mattifies. So if you do want to put powder on, use a tiny bit. I always use a small blending brush, like this, for example, and then just tap a tiny bit where I crease. I just do a little bit here and then a little bit on the outside here. But also the main key thing is hydration under your eye before you do that makeup. Use a serum. Eye creams aren't really necessary, but I do find them useful for makeup purposes. So a serum would be really good because they are absorbed quite quickly into the skin. So it's not going to sit on top and leave like this layer of moisture. So it's not going to interfere with your makeup that way. Thank you so much. Oh my god, where's it gone? Sadie, tips for smooth bronze application. No matter what I use underneath brush, I use, it goes patchy on my cheeks and doesn't pop. Here's the thing with a lot of you might see me say this already, but if you have, oh, how I got yellow eyeshadow on a clean brush. When you're doing your bronzer, don't do this. Don't go backwards and forwards like this. Go in one direction. If you do this, there's always a slight pop where the brush is, where you're flicking the brush suddenly. So just go in one direction. Actually circle outwards like this, always lifting the brush off the skin. But don't go backwards and forwards, because when a brush does that pop, like if you have a brush now, do this and just feel that kind of, you know, occasionally. That's when your blush, bronzer, anything gets that patch. It's a sudden hit of color, so it's going to look patchy. Hey, thank you for your super chat. Do you ever do individual makeup consultations? I haven't for a while actually, but maybe that's something I might think about doing in the future as well. I'm trying to kind of get myself together. I've really tired myself out this week, so after next week I'm gonna like sit down and think about things to do, because that's something I get asked a lot. Amanda, thank you so much. Hi, Robert. Love all your content. Your breath of fresh air. Thank you. Not makeup related, but can you have your puppy on one of your videos? I will do one day. I had one of my puppies, Winnie. She is on my, oh, it was actually that elf video, the collection I did with Jay Kizza, and it was about dogs and rescue dogs and things like that. So I bought my dog on the video. She's in the thumbnail as well. But Frankie, who's my smaller miniature schnauzer, I can get him on one day. Can you wish my sister Kate a happy birthday? I can. Happy birthday, Kate. Happy birthday. I was about to say it's so bad to have a birthday during lockdown, but we've all had one now, haven't we? Holly, thank you so much. Robert, you're my favorite. Thank you. Do you have any suggestions for naturally gone under eyes? Yeah, like blue and purple veins. Yeah, that show through concealer. Yeah, the thing is with that is all about brightening that area in a way that isn't necessarily color and maybe even more texture. You can, if you're not able to cover the veins, go for shine and highlight. So, for example, it's here. This is the what's this called? Transition palette from Chris. How can I forget? Dominique Cosmetics. And for example, this one here I have on today, just under my eye, just there. Just to add a little bit of a shine and a little bit of a glow to the skin, brighten up the whole eye area with these key light points. So on the lid here, on the inside corner and here, and then tuck a little bit of highlight under your eye, just here. I know it may be this inside point that is giving you the trouble, but sometimes when we try to correct something too much, it's more obvious than it was before. So just try and brighten everything with an actual highlight. Not like glitter, not like crazy. And by highlight, I don't mean like shimmer. You can use shimmer if you want, but something that's a little bit brighter. If you can't correct things with makeup, ooh, that was nearly going to break. With color, think about light and shadow and depth and things like that. Anya, hi again, creating my page and, no, where's it gone? Oh my God, I missed it. Creating my page and your support helped me through a tough time I was having at work, so thank you. Also, who's your best friend and why is it me? Thank you so much. Your page is amazing. If you don't follow Welsh twin memes, it's Anya's page, and she basically takes shots from our videos and makes them funny, basically. Yeah, you are my best friend, but also me and James have an assistant who is actually our best friend, and who's been our best friend for years and years and years and years and years and years since school. And we're very lucky that we can, you know, have her work with us. She's incredible. She keeps everything in order for us. Saz, hey, at Deus Cherry from... Why can't I read? How are you doing? I'm good. Can you explain how you do bridal prom-based makeup so it lasts all night throughout dancing? Yeah, for me, it's skin prep. So I think about what their skin is like, what I'm going to use on the skin. Skincare is important, and so are primers if you have a particular kind of skin. So you need to work on that skin type, for example. If you're oily, I'm going to do everything I can to keep that person not oily, dry, I guess, but not dry because you don't want to look dry in pictures. Most weddings, I leave the maid of honor with like a mini touch-up kit. So there will be a powder that we've discussed for them to go and buy, and then a lipstick. If I've custom mixed the lipstick, I will make a batch of that for the bride as well. And then it's up to the maid of honor, if they haven't hired me for the whole day, to then help the bride touch up. But it's difficult because you're drinking and you're dancing and everyone's kissing you, and everything's transferable. But it's good to bear in mind skin type. I think that's something people miss out a lot. We think about setting sprays and long lasting and 24-hour this. Your skin is the thing that breaks down your makeup, whether it's oily or dry. So it's the work on the skin. Ella, hi Robert, I have a large bump on the bridge of my nose. Can you contour it to make it look smaller? Also, what foundation is good for very dry skin? You can contour it. Do you mean it comes out this way or this way? If it comes out this way, you can contour just the sides there, but don't do all the way down the side, because then everything is just in the same perspective again, if that makes sense. So just do like the sides here. If it comes out this way, you can always deepen it, but I quite like a little bump on the nose. Foundation, good for dry skin. The Urban Decay one I've been using, the Hydromaniac, incredible, absolutely incredible. It sits on the skin so well, doesn't get caught up in texture. Also, the L'Oreal True Match is a good one if you want a more drugstore brand. Amy, hi Robert, my mum is really oily. My mum has really oily eyelids and gets sad when her eyeliner transfers. Any recommendations to help both her eyeliner and smile last? Yeah, absolutely. Oily lids, again, break down everything. Mascara, eyeliner. So even if you aren't wearing eyeshadow, always wear an eye primer. So get an eye primer that is extremely dry if it's really bad. Something like Urban Decay's priming potion is a good one, depending on skin tone. Go for the skin tones. Sigma's eye primer, the wind up one, are absolutely incredible as well. Don't go for those kind of silicone feel ones with no color, because they are great, but they're good for dry eyelids, but they do create more of a slip still. So if you're extremely oily, go for a really dry eye primer. The e.l.f. putty primers are also a great option if you want drugstore as well. Guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm missing super chats here. Ashley, I'm a big fan. Thank you so much. I'm obsessed with your channel. You are so talented. Thank you. I'm starting my own channel. Have you and Bailey to thank. Oh, thank you so much. Clean brush video. Yeah, a lot of people ask for that as well. So I'll work on a video on how to clean brushes. I mean, I do mine in so many different ways, depending how I feel that day and how lazy I am, but I'll give you all the options, I promise. Susie, thank you so much. Hi, Robert, I love your videos. Can I please get some advice and recommendations on how to stop makeup being cakey on my nose? This will be really helpful. Yeah, why is the nose so cakey? It's these areas around here and the pores and all that. And I think we work on our nose a little bit more because it tends to not sit as well. If you are finding it's more texture for you and the texture's breaking down your nose, it may be that you need a primer. Here's what I really, really like to do on noses to stop texture is use a gel-based eye cream. Do I have one? Huh. I know one exists, a gel-based eye cream, so not too creamy, but more of a gel base. Because for some reason, I don't know the science behind it. Maybe there's a science in the comments who can help. But for some reason, gel-based eye creams, even more so than gel-based moisturizers, seem to give the skin this texture that's like tacky but smooth. So it grips onto foundation a lot more, and again, it's not overhydrating your skin, so you're not getting oil come through or anything like that. Or again, eye primer is the best. You can use eye primer for everything. Eye primer on the nose, a tiny bit, really warm it up in your hands before, and just tap it into the areas where you need more, where the texture seems to get interrupted a little bit more. Your mic is making noises, cracking. Oh no. Is it cracking for everyone, or is it me doing this? Wait, is my microphone's plugged in, right? Yes. Oh, maybe it was plugged out a little bit. Is it back to normal, everyone? Is it back to normal, or is it still really bad? I wonder what it is. One second, guys. I'm just going to go on YouTube and just kind of listen to the sound and see what it's doing. Is it still cracking for you? Oh, I wonder why it's doing that. Crackles when I move. What if I keep really still? Oh, you're welcome, Stephanie. Thank you. Oh, have fun in your meeting. My collar? How's my collar crackling? Oh, is it? I wonder why. I don't know why it's crackling. Sorry, everyone. Okay, keep me updated on a crackle. I'm having such a hard time. Hi, Cindy. Thank you. I'm having such a hard time finding concealer. I'm 49 and really dry. Creepy under eyes. I love the Benefit Boing Hydrating Concealer. Yeah, but it seems to be discontinued. The e.l.f. one is awful. So again, it could be do with priming under the eye area. Try a serum, an eye serum under the eye. Honestly, it's so best. Or the tiniest small amount of like skin priming oil, but I mean the smallest amount. Like, yes, my phone is near the mic. Like so much. Thank you, Audra. Hi, Audra. Yeah, tiniest amount. How am I doing? How's a crackle? It's not super bad. I'm just ignoring a crackle. Thank you. My collar, the microphone's here, so it's nothing to do with my collar. What do you mean, move your collar away? I don't know what that means. Hi, Robert. Happy to see you. Hi, thanks. Happy to see you. Any tips for getting makeup to last on the nose while wearing glasses? Honestly, no. Is there any way to wear lashes with glasses? No, I think everyone saw Jackie Aina do that thing where she put a bit of powder on her glasses and that helped. So that will probably help it with clear powder. But if something is physically pressing against makeup, it's eventually going to ruin it at some point. Just touching it up again. Is there any way to wear lashes with glasses? Yeah, you can get the smaller ones, especially the ones that flick out longer on the outside corner here. They tend to be shorter until they get to this point, and your glasses tend to be closer to your face until they come, till this point. So that will be the best way to get ones that get shorter and get longer. Move the mic back. Is it still cracking? I wonder why it's happening. Kay or Kai? Sorry if I said that wrong. Thank you. Thank you for getting me through lockdown. After what? After lockdown, will there be any more Welsh Twins merchandise? Not the merchandise that we released before, but we might be. We're looking into it. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Happy Donuts. Hi, love your videos. Can you do any videos for Korean monolids? I can do. I want models on my channel desperately, but I'm trying so hard. I'm not trying so hard. COVID. I don't know what else to say. I can't physically have anyone in my house and have it be safe. And also it's against the lockdown rules here. Check by my feet. What's going on? There's nothing by my feet. Right, how are we doing on Crackle? Kelly Ann, hi. Hi, Robert. I have high defined cheekbones and can't for the life of me apply my blush anywhere without making them look super sharp, and I hate it. Lucky you. People pay for that, I think if you have really high cheekbones here, the best thing to do is even it out here. So a tiny bit of blush or contour or bronzer under this area here, and then you can just gently fade it out. But maybe fade it out, imagine if your cheekbone's under here, bring it on top of the cheekbone a little bit more. If you shade in right underneath, you're going to get that hollowing out. So you can hollow out this area here and have it in sync with here, or really highlight, not with a highlighter, but maybe with a lighter concealer under that cheekbone. Level out the depths of levels. I just talked to a point where I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Shannon, thank you so much. Oh, wait, did I miss one? Hi, Robert. Love you and your videos. Thanks so much. Do you have any advice for patchy foundation? It sometimes clings on my cheeks and not sure why. Yeah, again, it's skin prep and everything like that. Think about what textures you're using under your skin. Are you using something that's so rich for your skin that your skin can't absorb that product? Are you using primers that are a little bit strange or putty-like? It all depends on what you're using underneath or on top as well. Are you using a lot of powder that is unnecessary? But guys, serums as skin prep is the best thing ever. You don't have to do a whole skincare routine, but use a serum because it gives the skin like bounce, but everything is smooth. I have to have a drink. I'm getting dry. How's a Crackle? Better? Thank you, Natasha. I wonder what that was then. Betty, hi, thank you. I have sunspots on my face and preparing to go to Walt Disney World. Yay. One day I'll be back there in May. What's the best way and products to wear sunblock with light amount of makeup? Thank you. First of all, ignore the sunblock in makeup. I disregard it completely because it's never enough. So go ahead and wear the SPF 50 underneath your foundation or underneath your tinted moisturizer or powder foundation or whatever it is you want to do. Best way to, in Florida, that heat, that humidity, you obviously don't want that thick, like copper tone kind of sunscreen on the face. Find yourself a really nice, lightweight Korean sunscreen. They know how to make sunscreen so it's wearable and water-like on the skin while you're still getting that high amount of protection. It'll be SPF 50, PA++++, depending on how high you want to go with the protection. But next time I'm in Florida and I need to wear sunscreen, it's going to be a Korean like gel-based sunscreen because they're so lightweight and you can wear your makeup on top of that as well and it'll be really comfortable. How to find the perfect red shade. I actually have a video on that. A red lipstick, and I talk about undertones and how you can work that with your skin. You can wear whatever red you want, but I was, to put it really like very simply, and this isn't even the whole thing. If you have a yellow undertone, go for an orange-based red, and that will be a perfect match. If you have a pink undertone or a red undertone, the bluer tones tend to look really great on you, or the more pinky tones do. But then again, you can be pink and orange will look great on you also. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry if I'm missing your super chat. So you just keep coming in like suddenly. So hi, James. I mean, Robert, joke. I'm also a twin and love to watch you two every Sunday. Thank you so much. Yeah, me and my brother have a joint channel, if you don't know. Just open the Welsh twins and it's there. Leslie, thank you so much. Hi, Robert. What is your advice for blonde red brows? I don't want to block off my brows, but always end up doing so because my brows are so light. In terms of what's your advice for blonde red brows? Oh, I see what you're saying, but always end up doing so because my brows are so light. I would get a brow mascara, which I'm sure you've probably tried before, but there are certain ones, again, that are more of a liquid texture. I just used a really good one that wasn't, I mean, it wasn't really good, but from Pixie, and they had, it's like this, it's almost like tinted water looking. I want to say tinted gel, but I've said gel so many times during this live that I don't think everyone's going to stop believing me about gels. So you don't get that sudden block of color and that really heavy matte looking color that you can get from some brow mascaras, and it looks really artificial. I suppose my camera hasn't turned off. I was waiting for that to happen again. So take a look at the Pixie. It's like double-sided. One side is a pencil and in the middle is like a clear tinted gel, but that kind of texture is what you're looking for. Almost like tinted moisturizer version for the brows, if that makes sense. Rachel, thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate it. Hi, Robert. Love you so much. Thank you. You're such an inspiration for me and all my family. It would mean the world to me if I had a shout out. Thank you, Steve Whaley. I don't know. I always pronounce last names wrong. I think that says Whaley or Whaley. Very posh. I'm in Florida. Ivana, hi. What indie brands do you really like and recommend? Oh, crap. What's her name? Kaleidos is really great. Kaleidos, however you want to call it. I've been using, oh, here, it's literally right here. Prados Beauty, this is incredible. This palette is absolutely amazing. They gifted this to me just to be 100% like disclosure, but amazing. Listen, I have an affiliate with ColourPop, and yes, I have a discount code for them, but I was using this one. I filmed with them yesterday, so they're right next to me. And I was using the colors from this, and I was like, no, I hated it so much. And then I picked up this one for the green, and I used this before, so I knew I like it. But it was just amazing. It just fixed everything. I had to take the ColourPop one off and put that one on. That's a really great indie brand I like. Also, Lunatic Lab Cosmetics is really good if you like a kind of like spooky, kind of vibe from your makeup. They make little eyeshadow palettes and coffins as well. Natasha, thank you so much. I love your channel. Any advice I have? Thick brows and use the Pink Honey brow thing, but any product I put over the top never work. I use a brow pen. Oh, I do the same. So that's what I have in my brows at the moment. I have a Pink Honey. This is a Halloween one. So it's green. It doesn't come out green. And then I personally use the Glossier pen. Is it called Brow Slick or something like that? The brow pen. And I find that works really, really well. But I know exactly what you mean. Powders don't tend to sit on top. And neither does like brow pencils, but the Glossier one works for me. To be honest with you, I haven't tried another one with it because I bought that pen just for this purpose. So give that one a go. I know they're a little bit pricey, but it works really, really well with that in particular product. Ricardo, thank you. What's a great concealer for dry skin? Everything makes me flake. Canadian winters are brutal. I would love to live in a Canadian winter for a while. Yes, Japanese sunscreens are more wearable. I'm thinking of a Japanese one actually. Concealer for dry skin. All of them are over here, so I'm just looking. Oh, Elf have the new like clicky ones. They are really, really nice on dry skin because they're more of a fluid. They're not too heavy. With drier skins, don't think of full coverage how we think of full coverage, where it's almost that on stage kind of texture where it's in a pot and it's really thick and heavy. The camo one is really great as well. Oh, someone help me out with some recommendations here because my mind's gone completely blank. Yeah, Katie. Oh no, I knew I was going to do that. It just jumps. James, thank you. You can take your £1.99. I'll bring it over to you in a minute. Oh no, I'm sorry. I've lost a whole load of chat because it just skips from one place to the other. Amy, hi, thank you. I love your channel so much. It's a highlight of my week. Thank you. What brand of eyeshadow would you recommend for beginners, please? That's a good question. I think one that is really, really good and really easy to use is Beauty Bay's own. I said that about their brushes as well, but their own eyeshadows are really good. They're highly pigmented. They're easy to blend. You don't have to. It's not one of those eyeshadow palettes where you have to discuss it with everyone. And I, use it better with my finger. It works better with me with a brush. They work well with everything. So Beauty Bay's own one is really good. And also, I'm looking over there because I'm trying to look at all my palettes and remind myself. I have so much crap everywhere. Yeah, give Beauty Bay a go. And also, Elf is a good one as well. Their palettes, the small little eyeshadow palettes are so good. Really, really good. Right, let me just get my camera. 1 second. I knew it was going to turn off. You can all hear me still, right? I'm back. I'm back and I'm a new person. Okay, sorry about that. I'll figure that out before I do a next live. Where's it gone? How to prepare for a makeup artist appointment? Does that mean as in you going to a makeup artist or you being a makeup artist? And yeah. Did everyone watch Raw Beauty Christie's birth story video? I watched it today. I was like almost in tears. It's so good. You have to watch it. Denise, thank you so much. Hi, Robert. I love your channel so much. What color eyeshadow would you recommend for blue eyes with hooded lids and a bit droopy at the sides? Blue is such a great color when it comes to makeup because you can do anything. You can do the darker shade of everything. So although on the color wheel, blue sits across a particular color, like all the colors on the color wheel, dark, everything goes so well with blue. Black, dark brown, dark green, dark blue, dark purple. It's the deepness that brings out the blue color. So if you have hooded eyes, you can literally line your eye with a different deep color and it will look amazing. Do a little bit of like dark brown mascara will change things up a little bit as well. And red tone, for example, like a red tone brown is really nice. Those warmer, I always say warmer is like the red tones. And that's good for blue eyes as well. Kirsty, thank you so much. I'm scared to use bronzer and contour as I already have quite defined cheekbones and I'm worried it will look too much. Do you have any tips? If you want to use it, keep it around the edges of the face. You don't always have to bring it all the way down. You can just warm up around the edges. If you do that, however, make sure you take some through the sockets, maybe a little bit under the lip. You always want to level it out and even it out as well. If you are quite defined and you don't really mind not using bronzer, highlight and blush is absolutely fine as well. But yeah, if you do want to use bronzer and contour, keep it to the outside and don't bring it too far in. If you think about the bone as well, the cheekbone, contour is to push something back and to make it hollow almost. So push down the cheekbone a little bit more. Just go slightly over it. Oh my God, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I need to learn how to use YouTube Live properly. Cynthia, hi, your selection of brushes for Sigma are really good. Thank you so much. I brought 2 sets. Oh, thank you. You're so handsome and give great makeup application advice and tips. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I have a brush set with Sigma. It's like my favorites all in one. And I chose six brushes that you can do everything with, so you don't have to buy more brushes, basically. April, hi, Robert. I love your channel. Do you think blotting sheets are worth it for touch-ups, or would you recommend a touch-up powder? If so, which one? I don't think blotting sheets are worth it, actually. I think they're a little bit of a waste of money. They're a waste of money. With touching up makeup, I don't even think go straight on with a powder. If you have a beauty blender or beauty sponge, just a dead cheap one, I always try to hydrate the skin first with like a not a setting spray, like a hydrating mist, and then blot that with a sponge, and then wait for that to settle a little bit. Then go over with a powder. You almost want to renew your makeup before you then add more, because that's when you start to crack and start to peel, and everything starts to, you know, fade away. So think about repairing your makeup rather than fixing or trying to quickly cover everything up, you know. Nancy, hi, you and James make my week. Thank you so much. You both bring such a light and needed laugh to my life. I suffer from depression and anxiety, and it's nice to escape from that for a few minutes. Love you both. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Katie, thank you. My natural lashes are long and my mascara gets smudged under my eyebrows. Yeah, I've tried waterproof to no avail. What more can I do to not ruin my eyeshadow look? That again is an eyeshadow base. If you don't use an eyeshadow base or you use concealer as an eyeshadow base, the oils from your lid, even if it isn't dramatically oily, is going to use your lashes almost like a slide, and it's going to, oil travels around those areas like it does in our hair almost, and it's going to start to break down your makeup, because oil breaks down makeup. Same with I don't know why I said same with. So it's going to do that to your mascara, and you're going to start to get those dots eventually. You can buy, oh no, that product doesn't exist anymore. No. I mean, you can buy like lacquers that go on top of makeup that set and do it. And you can do that just to the tips of your lashes as well. Saz, thank you. I know you don't do skincare, but what sunscreen and serum is favorite for underneath makeup for someone who has oily, dehydrated skin and foundation doesn't last? I'm a mess. I know. That's my skin 100% altogether. So I changed quite a bit. I'm using, okay, let's start with serum. Serum, I've been using the ColourPop ones recently, just these ones. I love these because they're really not over hydrating, and like I said, serum just absorbs straight into the skin, so that's great for my oilier skin. On the parts where I'm slightly dehydrated, I'm using a primer on those areas. I don't usually use a primer over my whole face if I don't have to, but areas that are dramatically troubled, like dryness, oiliness, dehydration, I like to use a primer just to help smooth things out. I'm trying to remember what sunscreen I use, and I can't remember. It's Korean. Is James still here? I would go to James's channel, my brother James, and look at his sunscreen videos, because he does a lot of sunscreen videos. But there's so many amazing ones, and it's definitely the ones that are more Japanese and Korean that work amazing underneath makeup, especially for oilier skins, 100%. Diamond, thank you again. Lash extensions or false lashes? I personally don't like lash extensions because of the upkeep and how they can potentially damage your lashes. But then also as well, the ease of having them just there is great. If you can keep them up and don't mind spending a little bit of money on maintaining them, then go for the extensions. But I do prefer just to stick on a pair of lashes and take them off at the end of the day. Oh, where's it gone? Hi, Robert. Have you decided if you're keeping ghost stories on this channel or switching it to a new one? Love from Surrey, UK. My neighbour. I'm in Hampshire. Yes, I'm going to keep them on my channel, and it's still going to stick to one every other week for the moment. And just see how I like making them, so I'm just going to keep doing it, really. And I say they don't do well, and they actually do just fine. They don't do as well as my other videos. That's because my other videos are like reaction videos, and they get like the 100,000 views. Whereas these ones, I was looking through them, and they're actually fine. It's just me being like, you know. Biore, yeah, the watery gel is my favorite for dry, yeah, absolutely dry, dehydrated skin. However, I did hear recently they weren't cruelty-free, so depending on what you want to do there. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Santa Rose. Evening, Robert. Hi, huge fan. Thank you for all your videos. Thank you so much. Do I need to use foundation if I just want to cover my under eyes? No, concealer, just a tiny bit of concealer and touch it in those little areas. If you want it to look really natural, if you have like a deeper under eye. Oh, I said I was only, oh, no, I haven't been an hour just yet. Use a peachy tone under the eye, whether that's your undertone or not. And I don't mean orange or red or like full on peach, just a tiny, tiny bit of something that's redder than your skin tone, and then go on with your normal concealer color or one that's slightly lighter if you want to brighten. Gavin, I have oily skin, but my skin looks cakey if I don't use hydrating base. Yeah, which makes me wonder if that's what makes me so shiny. Yes, I use the Wet n Wild Serum Primer, an e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer with L'Oreal Fresh Wear. Yeah, again, it's oily skin is difficult because it's almost like you have to do more to cover it, but the more you do, the more there is for your oil to break down. The best thing to do, like you said, a hydrating base. Serums are great. If you're not finding that's good, there's here you go. This is so there's certain days where my skin is fine and I can use my normal serum and primer. And there's some days when my skin is just like, you know what, fuck you. I'm your skin. I'm taking charge and ruins everything. So I've been using the God, I don't even know the name of it. Day One Moisturizer with ginseng and squalene. This is Beauty Bay's own. It's like a hydrating primer. But correct me if I'm wrong, and don't take this as fact. You might need to Google it. But I think squalene helps to balance out the levels of moisture or oil in the skin, and I think that helps a lot for me because I have that backup of a product helping maintain those levels. Again, it's experimenting with your products and seeing what is over hydrating, what's too hydrating, what isn't hydrating enough. So wear different things without your foundation. If you have a day free, wear something without your foundation on top and see how long it takes you to get oily, because that's when you get oily is when it starts to break down your makeup and starts to ruin that texture, and just see which one takes you through the longest. That's a good experiment to do if you have time to do it. Sorry, I'm missing some super chats. I'm so sorry. I can't see them once they're gone for some reason. Amanda, thank you. Is there a foundation that you recommend for bridal makeup for combo oily and dry skin, or should I just relax? If your makeup artist has a good history of makeup, they all know what they're doing in terms of makeup. A lot of people worry about the SPF in makeup and having flashback. You don't have to worry too much because it's not high enough. It's the powders and the actual SPF that can be troublesome. If you have a trial with make sure you have a trial first of all with your makeup artist. If you have a foundation that you like, that you find absolutely fine, take pictures of yourself with a flash on at night, outside, at daytime, inside, and say to your makeup artist, this is a foundation I want to use. I hope you don't mind. Absolutely fine. It'll save them having to color match you. Lindsay, thank you so much. Love you. Spectrum has a new Ursa and Ariel brush collection out. Are their brushes a good investment in your opinion? I know you have some. I have both the sets for Ariel and Ursula, and they're really great. I think what's great with Spectrum, if you're like me, I love good packaging and I love good packaging, anything with something on it, you know, Disney especially. But what's great with Spectrum is not only do they have really great packaging and really great theming, but the brushes are amazing quality as well. I have those two from Spectrum. I also have the previous Ariel collection, which are those spoon brushes, and I have the Fantasia ones and the Cruella ones as well. Really, really good quality brushes. They are an investment, like you said. Good makeup brushes are going to last you a long time, but incredible. If you can do, I would. Hey, Robert, I've been dying to ask this to a professional. How do I stop my inner corner highlight from becoming flaky and losing intensity as the day passes? Do you mean inner corner, like here? And under the eye here, because that can be dehydration as well underneath the eye. Oh, I'm sorry, I wish I knew what inner corner. Hydration, I guess would be a thing. I love your videos, Robert, but I'm getting a kick out of James being here. I don't know who James is. What do you think of Nip and Fab? I've actually never used them. It's a drugstore brand, right? I need to get more into drugstore. I've been using some drugstore stuff. I'm saying that like I've never used drugstore before, but I absolutely love. So, yeah. There's my... How's the crackle, by the way? Is it gone? Or is it still there? Tips for finding perfect red lip color for my undertone. I had this question earlier. I have a video on it. Yeah. Ooh. Amy, thank you so much. I'm now 30 and starting to see all small bumps forming near the under eyes. Any tips or tricks for coverage? I get those. I don't know what that is skincare wise, but again, if we have texture on the skin, the thing that blurs texture or makes it less noticeable is hydration. So that could be like a concealer that doesn't set as matte. Anything mattifying is going to accentuate texture. So try and stay away from things that are mattifying. Try and stay away from powdering under the eyes. You want like a nice hydrated shine underneath the eye. Crackle's gone. Good. Thank you. Can you do nose contouring on different types of noses? I can do, but I physically need different types of noses, you know? So again, I have to wait for COVID to be over and for it to be safe and for people to feel comfortable. I am slightly nervous. I don't know if you know this. If anyone's been on my channel right from the beginning, I used to have models on my channel and I would do their makeup, but they were my friends who just had really nice faces and really great faces to do makeup on. And the comments when I hardly had any subscribers were brutal to them, but they were pretty horrible. So it makes me nervous with thought of bringing someone onto my channel now that I have dramatically more subscribers and more people can have access to my videos. It makes me nervous what kind of comments would be left about. I don't mind people doing it to me because I'm putting myself on my channel, but if I was to get a model on, I just feel really bad about it. But I do want to. Oh no, is a crackle back? No, is it back? Is my crackle back? So Stacey, I sent pictures to your IG because I'm devastated and feel ugly. I wear glasses and my eyes just became deeper set and they are hooded than I have. I'll check because I know I have a conversation with you anyway, right? On thingy, so the chat's already open, so I'll have a look on IG. It's back. I wonder what. Oh wait, let me move my phone. Is it gone? Is it gone? I think it may be my phone. Thank you so much. Oh, I miss your name. This is so, it goes really slow and nothing happens and suddenly it just puts up loads of chats as well. Thoughts on Becca going out of business? Yeah, it's sad in a sense because of everyone's oh, I don't know how to lower the volume. Or maybe I'll sit back a bit. It's sad because obviously people are gonna, oh, maybe it's because I have, 1 second. Let me know if it's gone. It's sad, obviously, because people are going to lose their jobs, and that's never good. But I feel like Becca is one of those companies that were mismanaged, I think, by Estee Lauder, and the direction they went in. I don't know. How long can you have a business that just relies on highlighters? Yeah, I know they do more, but it wasn't enough. It's sad. It's a staple brand and it's like a legendary brand, you know? But yeah, how's the crackle gone, everyone? Love your channel. Was wondering if you could give placement advice for contour, bronze, blush, highlight for a rounder shaped face. My struggle is real. Heather, thank you. Yeah, on brown. So here's in makeup. This sounds terrible, but in makeup. If your face is rounder, then you have to try and lengthen it. If your face is too long, then you have to try and round it. It's never good enough. So if you were to do it in makeup, round, what are we doing? For a rounder. Oh, your face is round. You want to bring everything down this way. So for example, if I was to do blush and contour on you, I'll start about here and I'll bring it down this way and I won't bring it onto the cheeks. When you go onto the cheeks, that's when you start to round off the face and make it rounder. So for example, on my face, if that's quite long, I always tuck a little bit under here because it subtly it gives that roundness. So what you don't want to do is create a line like, what you want to do is make it longer like this. If you want to do this, you're still making those rounder shapes. So bring everything downwards. No crackle, crackle, crackle? It's still crackling. I can't believe that. I don't know what's going on. This is the same microphone I use for my things. I'm so shit with technology. Maybe next time I'll just, I don't know, go live on Instagram on my phone or something. Please do a wear test of the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. You have a better review, in my humble, correct opinion. Thank you. I will do. I have one, actually. So I will. Yeah, I'll do a video on how to clean brushes. Absolutely. I keep meaning to do it. Oh, stop. So I'm just trying to go back a little bit. Oh. Rachel, thank you. Is there a trick to preventing eyeliner from smudging when you place it on your waterline? No, it's literally the product. The product is, I rarely find a product that's really, really good. The wind-up pencils are the best for sure. Like they stick a lot more. Or you can get the pencils that are like gel. They call them gel. Even though they're still a pencil, are the best. There is a brand, again, it's Korean. It's called McQueen, and it's drugstore prices, and they do pencils that are so incredible, have such longevity and wear power. They're really, really good. It's called McQueen. McQueen. Hey, Robert, have you got any tips on finding a bridal makeup artist? I'm due to get married in October. I need a little help. Yeah, I think it's, again, looking for experience. You need a makeup artist that has done lots of brides, and usually, hopefully, they have a website or an Instagram or a physical portfolio, depending on how old of a makeup artist they are. And just seeing what they know they do. Always do a trial. 100% always do a trial if you're not sure, because imagine if they just turned up on the day and we're like, we're shit. You know, and there's a lot of people that are practicing doing makeup artists, and I feel like weddings aren't the place to practice. That's someone's, you know, special day. They're going to have pictures for the rest of their lives. So always have a trial. Always. Just unbox it. Thank you so much. Best under eye powder for dry skin. So look for something that's jet milled because it's finer. Anything that's like, especially these baking powders, they're so heavy. And they feel almost like that old kind of like 90s powder that feel like full of talc and mica, whereas something that's jet milled is literally so soft and so smooth. It's velvety almost. So jet milled is what you're looking for. So when you're shopping online for one, look for a description and see if there's a process, or Google jet milled powder. My wedding makeup try was horrific. The worst makeup I had. I had ever had on my face, and she was experienced. Oh no, so glad I had a trial. Yeah, I ended up doing it myself. Listen, there's nothing, it's nice to have someone do your makeup for you on your wedding day, but if you're good at your makeup, then fuck it, do your own makeup. The cat goddess, hi, thank you so much. Do you have any tips for preventing translucent powder from looking crazy on camera? Yeah, again, jet milled, because that's the smoothest, and don't use too much. Also, the brush that you're using, make sure it's not too stubby. Don't use a sponge. Don't use anything with a denser pressure. So for example, if I'm doing brides, fan brush in the areas because it's so light, or something that is really, really light, but make sure you're not doing lines with a fan brush. Yeah, or just a brush that is really, where's the one I was using a minute ago? Oh, I'm so lazy and I didn't clean, so I just threw everything in a box down here. Yeah, a really light brush, maybe one with longer hairs. If you use something that's too dense when people bake, that's when they get that flashback in pictures. So that will help, definitely. Where did I put my phone? Okay. It's been an hour, so I'm going to have to leave in a minute. So no one send any more super chats because I won't get around to them. Ashley, I'm back. Can you do a full face of Hard Candy makeup? It's a drugstore brand now. What is Hard Candy? I've never heard of it. Silicone powder is the other one that has Flashback. Thank you, Zoe. Yeah. Zoe, I read that right. Any tips to figure out your eye shape? I really can't seem to find my match with these online sheets. Thank you so much. Here's the thing with eye shapes and things like that. You can be like, yeah, I'm almond, I'm this, I'm this. But, you know, half your eye might be almond, half it might be more feline. So it's... The best thing to do is look how the top line of your eye acts as well. What direction is that going in? For mine is quite like this, so I consider mine like an oval almond shape. It's always a mix of the two as well. But yeah, look how your top lash line is behaving. Does it go up and down? Does it go round like this? And then same with your line here. The only real benefit to knowing your eye shape is the shapes that you're going to add to your eye. But yeah, it can always be a mix of two. Anything to hide fine lines, wrinkles? Sienna, thank you. Lift my eyebrows in pictures to try and reduce my icky hooded eyes. Smiling makes you wrinkle around the eyes too. Yeah, I mean, don't hide them. I know hooded eyes can be a little bit like annoying. I'm gonna just do this now because I'm gonna go in a minute. I'm just gonna show you a little hooded eye trick to lift the corners of your eyes. And I'm gonna use quite a dark color and I'm not gonna blend it just so you can see. For a hooded eye, always do your makeup with your eye open. And I think you can, I don't know if you can see here, I have this brown shade here. In this corner because it lifts my eye. I consider my eyes slightly hooded, not hooded enough to do a like hooded eye tutorial, but with hooded eyes, always take your eyeshadow where you want that lift. So I would do it like this. Because when I look forward, you definitely can't see as much as you can here. So always think about where you want that lift and concentrate it on the outside corner. Then I would take a clean blending brush. And then I would just softly blend that out, but imagine an invisible line and aim up into that hairline, past the corner of the brow, even if you have to take it past the brow. And then you can tuck this bit into here, into your socket. That's the only bit that you want to tuck right in. But just, if you want to lift the corner of your eye, just lift that bit. I've kept it nice and obvious so you can see the shape, but blend that like a lot more. So it's more of like a suggestion, like a shadow of that shape. But you can see how it kind of lifts that corner a little bit more. Now this eye looks a little bit down. Okay, I'm going to do one more question and I'm going to have to leave. So thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry I couldn't get around to everyone. And my technical issue is my crackle there. Oh, great. Setting up an appointment with a makeup artist. What to bring, prep, skin, etc. Could you break down what you expect for your clients? Yeah. So I'm answering this one because I had a question about it earlier when they asked. So if I was going to see, let's say, for example, a bride or just somebody who wanted nice makeup, personally, I expect to have everything. However, I would be very clear on, if I was the client, I would be there, or what I expect from them is to be very clear on their interpretations of things. So for example, say you want a smoky eye. What does a smoky eye look like to you? Smoky eye is a technique, it's not a color. I know we think of smoky eyes and we think of black and smoky, but is the smoky eye this to you? Is it like black and bold? Take reference pictures, be very clear about color. Blue may be different to you than it is to me. Green may be like, you know, a different shade of green. Be very precise, very, very precise. But your makeup artist should be able to investigate to a point where they know exactly what you mean and ask the right questions. You can absolutely take your skincare and be like, this is what I'm using, your skin prep, your makeup, take your makeup bag with you. This is what I use. Maybe they'll have other suggestions for you as well. Have a list of things you want to think about what you need help with in your makeup routine, things that you think you can do quite well and that you quite like. Be very specific about brow shape because, again, a makeup artist may do something new that you don't like when it comes to brows. And we're all very particular about our eyebrows. So just be precise. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to tell them that what they've done you don't like, because trust me, they've probably heard it all before. Remember, it's a service you're paying for as well. So the person should be there. I know we're used to like gurus and people being like, you know, that gurus and knowing everything, but you're paying for a service. So make sure you're getting what you want from it. All right, everyone, I'm going to have to go. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And thank you for sticking through my camera turning off. and my crackling microphone. Don't know what's going on. Maybe I think next time I'll just do it from my phone or like an iPad or something. I really need my haircut, but I'm gonna have to do it myself again. Thank you so much, Stacey. I'll speak to you soon. Yes, thank you so much for joining me again. Sunday I have a video out, and it's going to be a review on About Face by Halsey. So keep an eye out for that. And then the week after, I'm actually going to take the week off because I've been filming recently, and every time I film, I get really frustrated and annoyed. My room's a mess, and just everything's a mess. Not in my life, but in my professional mind. So I'm just going to take a week to sort that out. I'll still be working, but I won't be posting. So yeah, so I'll be away next week, and then I'll be back the week after for you all. Thank you so much again. If you have any questions, go ahead and check out my helping my subscribers with their makeup playlist. There's a website that you can go to. It is robertwelshmakeup.com, and you can submit a question there. There's a little disclaimer before that I just asked you to read through because it is important, because it determines whether your question gets answered or not, or whether or not it will be answered. But more than likely, if it's something that I've answered before, like I said, my assistant, who is absolutely incredible. Sorry, I've got a really dry mouth. 1 second. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and what she's managed to do is go through my videos and then pinpoint the tips that I give and the subject. So if you have a question that I've answered before, you'll be sent the video and so your question will be answered in there. My camera's gone off, so you know what I'm going to do? You can all hear me. I'm just going to finish it. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you Sunday. Have an amazing week. Thanks again, guys. See you soon. Bye.